What's up, everyone? How are you guys doing tonight? This is our last break of the evening, my last break of the week. It does look like all the teams were sold and paid for, so thank you guys very, very much for that. And we're going to be getting started in just a sec here. All right, everyone. Without further ado, we have 6 hobby boxes of 2020 Bowman Chrome Baseball. As always, everything but veteran base will ship. So all rookies, all prospects, all inserts, all color, all autos will ship. Everything but the base vet cards. And we will indeed be doing a hit recap at the end of the break. Good luck, everybody. Let's see if we can pull you guys some fire. All right, first hobby box. Good luck, all. Nick Solak for the Rangers, Chris Bryant, and our first auto in our first pack, Curtis Terry, first Bowman auto for Texas. There's Luis Garcia for the Phils and Marco Luciano for the Giants. Ryu, Corey Kluba. There's a refractor rookie of Michael Baez for the Pods to $4.99. Kyle Isbell for the Royals and Royce Lewis for the Twinsies. Yachty Bustaposy. Manoah Stat Tracker for the Jays. Roederer for the Cubs and Matt Manning for the Tigers. Peter Alonso, Garrett Cole. AFL of Perdomo for the D-backs. Jeremiah Jackson for the Angels and Tanner Houck for the Red Sox. Keston, Strauss, and Purple Shimmer, Luis Garcia for the Phils. Cole or Ethan Hearn for the Cubbies and William Contreras for los Bravos. Last pack of our first mini, Chuck Nasty, Suarez, Stat Tracker of George Kirby for the Mariners, Cartea for the Doyers, and Paredes for the Tigers. Closing out our first mini box. Let's see what number 2 holds for us. John Means. And we have Atomic Arizona Fall League, Vidal Brujan for Tampa Bay to $150. There's a Volpe Stat Tracker for the Yanks. Brujan base for the Rays. And Relvis Martinez for Toronto. Munoz for the Pods, Logan Allen for the Indians, Dawn of Glory Andrew Vaughn for the White Sox, Sanchez for the Marlins, and Bush for the Doyers. Bobby Bradley for the Indians, Tsutsugo for Tampa Bay, Stevenson for the Reds, Toglia for the Rocks, and Noah Song for the Red Sox. Glaber, Michael Bias for the Pods, Adley 2-1, Stat Tracker for the Orioles, DL Hall for the Orioles, and Corbin Carroll for the Diamondbacks. There's Jesus Lizard for Oakland, Seth Brown for the A's. There's a refractor of Dane Dunning for the White Sox to 499. Corey Lee for the Stros and Larnach for the Twinsies. Last pack of our second mini. There's Azule for the Cubbies. Isan Diaz for the Marlins. And we have Purple Auto, Kevin Smith for the New York Mets to 250. Dalton Jeffries for the A's, and Quinn Priester for the Pirates. Closing out all first the box. This is my last break of the week, if you're familiar with the channel, but we will be back at it again tomorrow. I have the young grasshopper, Ethan, doing his first breaks alone for the channel tomorrow. And he's going to be on the regular schedule. We'll be breaking at 5. We have Mosaic Football, Blasters. 6 o'clock, Mosaic Basketball. 9:30, more Mosaic Football. 10:15, Mosaic Basketball. And 11, more Mosaic Football to close out his night. So we'll be doing Friday breaks for the first time. And as always, you can find all of our breaks listed in our eBay store. If you're trying to get into some Mosaic or football or basketball, that is where you guys can go. All right, second hobby box. There you go, Sam. We got to cheer the kid on. Fresh out of college is where we get him. Kid graduated a couple months ago. All right, let's see the mini. Yelich, Belly. There's a stat tracker of Perea for the Yanks. Sentian for the Reds, and Ryan Johnson for the Cubbies. Semyon Miguel. There's a purple shimmer of Trevor Larnach for the Twinsies. Keegan Aiken for the Orioles, and Kevin Paris for the Angels. There is Evan Longoria, Jose Abreu, Kyle Isbell, AFL for Kansas City, Villad for the Rocks, and Clark Schmidt for the Yanks. Austin Meadows, Josh Bell, stat tracker of Ezekiel Duran for the Yanks, Kid Brian Hayes for the Pirates, and Nolan Gorman for the Cards. There's Rizzo, Willie Calhoun, refractor of Xander Bogaerts for the Red Sox to 499. Muller for the Bravos, and Shea Groom for the Red Sox. Then we have Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Braves, Sheldon Noose for the A's, and first Bowman auto of Mr. Zach Watson for the Baltimore Orioles. And our first Jason Dominguez sighting for the Yanks behind that, and Mackenzie Gore for the Padres. Closing out first mega box of hobby box number 2. Let's see the second half of this box. Zach Collins for the White Sox. Bo Bichette for the Blue Jays. First Bo sighting. Stat Tracker of Bojarski for the Tigers. Kellenick for the Mariners. And Seth Corey for Los Estudiantes. Justin Dunn for the Mariners. Rosarena for Tampa Bay. Dawn of Glory Adley for the O's. Sixto for the Marlins. And Debbie for the Yanks. Zach Gallen for the D-backs, Yu Chang for the Indians, AFL Dean Kramer for the Orioles, Kirilloff for the Twinsies, and Tristan Casas for the Red Sox. Sean Murphy for the A's, Clevy, Stat Tracker of Duran for the Sox, Bo Naylor for the Indians, and Jackson Cower for the Royals. Dustin May for the Doyers. Juan Soto, and we have orange Stat Tracker for the Toronto Blue Jays, Alex Manoah /25 for the Jays, Tristan Lutz for the Brew Crew, and Mickey Moniak for the Phils. Last pack of our second hobby box, we have Nolan Arenado for the Rocks, Matt Chapman, and I believe we struck gold. We struck rookie gold, and it is Jake Fraley for the Mariners, gold auto /50. Congrats, Seattle. Dylan Carlson for the Cards, and Luis Garcia for the Nationals. Closing out our second hobby box. It's the last of Bowman Chrome hobby that I have for now, but we'll be doing some Bowman Chrome Mega Boxes next week for those of you who are fans of those. And as always, you can find everything in the eBay channel or eBay store. You can watch the breaks on this channel though. All right, third hobby box. There's Ryu, Garrett Cole, Stat Tracker Andrew Vaughn for the White Sox, Jeremiah Jackson for the Angels, and Tanner Houck for the Red Sox. Nick Solak for the Rangers, Busta Posey, Purple Schimmel, Kyle Muller for those Bravos, Roederer for the Cubs, and Matt Manning for the Tigers. Munoz for the Pods, Kluba, Miguel Amaya, that is, for the Cubbies, AFL. Isbell for the Rangers, or for the Royals, and Royce Lewis for the Twinsies. Gleba, KB, Stat Tracker of Lewin Diaz for the Marlins. Luis Garcia for the Phils, and Luciano for the Giants. Bobby Bradley for the Indians. John Means. Yamamoto, rookie refractor for Miami to $4.99. Brujan for Tampa and Aurelvis Martinez for Toronto. Last pack of the first mini. Jesus Luzardo, Logan Allen, and we have first Bowman auto of Francisco Alvarez for the New York Mets. There you go, Metsies. Jesus Sanchez for the Marlins and Michael Busch for the Doyers. Closing out the first mini of Hobby Box number 3. Let's see our second mini. Azulay for the Cubbies, Tsutsugo for Tampa, Stat Tracker of Nico Holshouser for Tampa, Toglia for the Rocks, and Noah Song for the Red Sox. There's Breggy, Baez, rookie for the Pods, Stat Tracker, Dawn of Glory, Duran for the Red Sox, DL Hall for the O's, and Corbin Carroll for the Rocks. Berrios, Seth Brown for the A's, Victor for Miami, Corey Lee for the Stros, and Larnach for the Twins. Brian Reynolds, Isan Diaz for the Marlins, Stat Tracker Will Wilson for those Gigantes, Dalton Jeffries for the A's, and Priester for the Pirates. There's Nico for the Cubbies, Ketel Marte, and we have True Blue. Very nice for the Los Angeles Dodgers. True Blue of a guy who bleeds True Blue now after helping them to the title. Mookie Betts to 150. Very nice card for LA. Congrats. There's J-Rod for the Mariners and Wander Franco for Tampa Bay. Last pack of our third Blaster Box, or Hobby Box. Akiyama for the Reds, Tim Anderson. And we have ink of Oswald Peraza, first Bowman auto for the New York Yankees. Alejandro Kirk for the Jays and Corey Ray for the Brew Crew. Closing out our third Hobby Box. If you guys couldn't tell, I'm more used to breaking retail as I say Blaster Box. Do a lot of retail breaks on the channel for those of you who are new, but if you like it, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I get hobbies sometimes as well. And if you're ever in the mood to get into a retail break or whatnot, we have plenty of those. And for baseball, I tend to do a little bit more hobby. Basketball, I don't do any hobby at this point. It's out of control. Football, I do some, and baseball, I'm going to start doing a little more. Fourth Hobby Box. Xander Bogaerts, Dubon, rookie for the Gigantes, stat tracker Urich for the Tigers, Nolan Jones for the Indians, and Dane Dunning for the White Sox. JV, Anthony K, Purple Shimmer, Luis Garcia for the Nats, Braden Shoemaker for those Bravos, and Casey Mize for the Tigers. Gavin Lux for the Dodgers, Aquino for the Reds, stat tracker Stevenson for the Reds, Jimenez for the Metsies, and Brennan Malone for the Pirates. Dylan Cease for the White Sox, Kyle Lewis for the Mariners, stat tracker Duran for the Red Sox, Campusano for the Pods, and Bayron Lora for the Rangers. Our first Bayron sighting. Alex Young for the D-backs, Trey Mancini. There's a refractor of Trey to 499 for the O's, Tim Cate for the Nats, and Alex Fado for the Tigers. Joey Votto, Dan Vogelbach, and we have an Ulrich Bojarski. First Bowman auto for Detroit. Santillan for the Reds behind that, and Keegan Aiken for the Orioles. Closing out the first mini box of hobby number 4. Lots of solid hits in that one, so I will sleeve and top load before getting to the next mini. Any of you guys watching that football game? I have seen 0 seconds. Have not checked the score, but I assumed Green Bay would rout them, even if they don't have any running backs for the game. I didn't see if Aaron Jones was playing or not. So, being that it's almost 11 Eastern, game started about 8. I'll assume Green Bay's up by about 20 right now, having not put it on or checked the score. So let's see if somebody can make me feel like a jerk real quick. Telling me San Fran is up. Second mini of our 4th hobby box. Bryce Harper. Oh man, is it really? Oh, I should have put my money where my mouth is. Ooh, very nice Tampa Bay. Blue. Wander Franco for the Tampa Bay Rays to 150. Congrats, Tampa. Nice card right there. There's a stat tracker of Ethan Lindell for the Phils, Ryan Jensen for the Cubbies, and Paris for the Angels. Well, I told my buddy to bet on Green Bay earlier, so at least he should be happy. Why would I want to make money myself? Salvador Perez, Cody Bellinger, Dawn of Glory, Varland for the A's, Villard for the Rocks, and Clark Schmidt for the Yanks. Is that UKC with Tampa? There's a Yelich, Miggy, Chatham for the Red Sox, AFL, Brian Hayes for the Pirates, and Nolan Gorman for the Cards. Marcus Semien, Jose Abreu, stat tracker Kenan Smith for the Yanks, Kyle Muller for the Braves, and Jay Groom for the Red Sox. Longoria, Josh Bell. There's a refractor of Ryan Jensen for the Cubbies to 499. Another Jason Dominguez for the Yanks, and Kellenick for the Mariners. Congratulations, bud. Couple of nice blues. Austin Meadows, Willie Calhoun, and we have refractor rookie auto for the Arizona Diamondbacks to 499. Domingo Leyba. Mackenzie Gore for the Pods, and Seth Corey for Los Gigantes. Closing out our 4th hobby box. Hobby number 5. Bobby Bradley for the Indians. Logan Allen for the Indians. Stat Tracker Balazovic for the Twinsies. DL Hall for the O's and Corbin Carroll for the D-backs. Gleba. Sutsugo for Tampa Bay. Purple Shimmer of Blake Rutherford for the White Sox. Corey Lee for the Stros and Larnach for the Twinsies. Jesus Lizard for Oakland. Michael Baez. Victor AFL for the Marlins. Priester for the Pirates and Jeffries for Oaktown. Alzolay for the Cubbies. Seth Brown for the A's. There's a stat tracker of Bayron Laura for the Rangers. J-Rod for the Mariners and another Wander for Tampa Bay. Breggy, Isan Diaz. And very nice, we have a refractor rookie of Bo Bichette. Or actually, is this, I believe this is the variation of Bo Bichette for Toronto. Congratulations, Toronto. I believe that's a variation. There is Alejandro Kirk for the Blue Jays and Corey Ray for the Brewers. Last pack of this mini. Brian Reynolds, Ketel Marte, and rookie auto Trent Grisham for the Padres. Jeter Downs for the Red Sox and Tristan McKenzie for the Indians. Second mini of our 5th hobby box. Very nice, Toronto. I don't open too much hobby. How rare of a hit is that? Is that like a case hit? Or are they even rare? We didn't get any in the first half, I know that much. There's Nico Horner for the Cubbies. Tim Anderson. Perea for the Yanks. Stat Tracker. Stevenson for the Reds. And Blake Rutherford for the White Sox. Akiyama for the Reds. Alfaro. Dawn of Glory. Lodolo for the Reds. Perdomo for the D-backs. And Brendan Marsh for the Angels. Boyd. Tatis. AFL of Perdomo for the D-backs. Brett Beatty for the Metsies. And Robert Powson for the Athletics. Rosario Vladdy. Stat Tracker of Duran for the Yanks. Patino for the Pods. And Montero for the Cards. There's Rhys Hoskins. Paul Goldschmidt. And we have purple rookie of A.J. Puck for the Athletics to 250. There's Simeon Woods Richardson for the Jays and Denneberg for the Nets. Last pack of hobby number 5. We have Aaron Judge, Mike Trout, and a first auto of Luis Matos for the San Francisco Giants. Nice one for the Giants. Congrats. There's Florial for the Yanks and Forrest Whitley for the Stros. Closing out our 5th hobby box. And sixth and final hobby box. Breggy, Ketel Marte, Stat Tracker of Brenton Doyle for the Rocks, J-Rod for the Mariners, and another Wander for Tampa Bay. Barrios, Tim Anderson, Purple Shimmer, Tristan Lutz for the Brew Crew, Alejandro Kirk for the Jays, and Corey Ray for the Brew Crew. Brian Reynolds, Jorge Alfaro, AFL of Trey Harris for those Bravos, Jeter Downs for the Red Sox, and Tristan McKenzie for the Indians. Nico for the Cubbies, Tatis, Stat Tracker of Seahawks for the Cards, Stevenson for the Reds, and Blake Rutherford for the White Sox. There's Akiyama for the Reds, Vladadaddy for Toronto, and we have gold of Luis Campusano. True gold to 50 for the Pods, Perdomo for the D-backs, and Brett Beatty for the Mets. We actually hit the gold mojo in our Bowman Chrome Mega Break earlier of Campusano. There's Matt Boyd, Goldie, and we have Hector Yan, rookie auto for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Got you on the board, Sam. There's Brendan Marsh for the Angels and another Powson for the Athletics. And our last mini box. Eddie Rosario, Mike Trout, Stat Tracker, Shoemake for the Braves, Patino for the Pods, and Montero for the Calls. No problem, Sam. Reese Hoskins, Dubon, rookie for Los Gigantes, Dawn of Glory de la Cruz for Los Bravos, Simeon Woods Richardson for Toronto, and Denneberg for the Nets. Wonder if he's related to Esteban Yan from back in the day, relief pitcher. Aaron Judge, Anthony Kay. There's a Dawn of Glory, Daniel Lynch for the Royals, Florial for the Yanks, and Forrest Whitley for the Stros. Xander Bogaerts, Aquino, rookie for the Reds, Stat Tracker, Paradis for the Tigers, Nolan Jones for the Indians, and Dane Dunning for the White Sox. There's JV and purple. There you go, Sam. Of Anthony Rendon to 250 for Sam's Angels. There is Farm to Fame of Steve Carlton for the St. Louis Cardinals. Braden Shoemake for Los Bravos, and Casey Mize for the Tigers. And last pack of the break. There's Gavin Lux for the Doyers, Kyle Lewis for the Mariners, and Refractor Auto, Graham Stinson for Tampa Bay to 499. Casey Kidd. Jimenez for the Mets, and Brennan Malone for the Pittsburgh Pirates. To close it out, I am going to put together a quick little hit recap for you guys. Some of our bigger hits from the break. Thank you, Sam. appreciate you. Too sweet. Sorry, Freddie. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. They both did not want to show up for you. All right, guys. Some of our bigger hits from the break. Stat tracker of Bayron Laura for the Rangers. Your rookie pulls. Gavin Lux for the Dodgers twice. Aquino for the Reds twice. Kyle Lewis for the Mariners twice. Bayron Laura, Texas. Wander Franco 3 times for Tampa Bay. Jason Dominguez twice for the Yanks. And Bo Bichette once for the Blue Jays. Arozarena once for Tampa Bay. We also hit this lovely Bo Bichette variation for the Blue Jays. Purple Shimmers. We have Tristan Lutz for the Brew Crew. Rutherford for the White Sox. Garcia for the Nats. Kyle Muller for Los Bravos. Larnach for the Twinsies. And Luis Garcia for the Phils. Color. Refractor to 499. Mancini for the O's. Gold of Campusano for the Pods to 50. Purple 250. Rendon for the Angels. Purple of Puck for the A's. Refractor to 499. Ryan Jensen for the Cubbies. True Blue of Wander to 150 for Tampa. Yamamoto to 499 for the Marlins. True Blue of Mookie Betts to 150 for the Doyers. Stat Tracker Orange to 25. Manoah for the Jays. Refractor of Xander for the Red Sox. Brujan Atomic to 150. AFL for the Tampa Bay Rays. Michael Baez refractor to 499 for the Pods. And Dane Dunning refractor to 499 for the White Sox. And our autos. We have Hector Yan for the Angels. Refractor of Stinson for Tampa Bay. Trent Grisham, rookie auto for the Pods. Luis Matos for Los Gigantes. Domingo Leyba, refractor auto for the D-backs. Bojarski for the Tigers. Peraza for the Yanks. Francisco Alvarez for the Mets. Gold rookie auto to 50 of Jake Fraley for the Mariners. Zach Watson for the O's. Purple of Kevin Smith for the Metsies to 250. And Curtis Terry for the Texas Rangers. That is going to do it for the break, guys, and that's going to do it for my week. We will be back on, though, tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern with more breaks, and you can find us on eBay as always. Thank you guys so much for joining. As always, peace and love, all.